Hey, so I've got a couple questions here from guys who have obsessive negative thoughts. They say that a negative thought comes into their mind, be it about themselves, someone else, doomsday, whatever the case may be, but things that don't make them feel good, and then they can't get it out of their heads. It becomes an obsession, and it's a spiral downward, which will ultimately lead to depression, because if you continue to harbor and entertain these thoughts, they begin to manifest themselves physically in your body and then in your world. It's no poetic saying that you become what you think about and that the world is your mirror. We are literally creating our world through the thoughts that we harbor, and it begins in how our body responds to the things that we think about. And if you think depressive things, your body, your energy becomes depressed, right? If you're thinking negative things, can you smile and laugh and tell jokes and go run around in circles with children and play and dance? Right? You can't do it because you've got depressive thoughts. And if you're really fucking excited, can you help yourself? Like if someone tells you you need to sit down and shut up and bottle it all in, but you're like, it's the night before Christmas, like a little kid. Tell a little kid to sit down during like Christmas, like put Christmas presents or presents, birthday presents in front of them and say, sit there. They can't help it, the excitement's gonna burst out. So your body responds to your thoughts. What's going on is gonna show up in your body. And this is just my reiteration of the fact that the body is the mind, and we begin with the body. So now, how do we control the thoughts coming in and out of our heads? Negative thoughts that you are now a victim of, right? Because the thoughts are victimizing you. They come in like a virus and they take over, just like any other pathogen, right? Right? You get a stomach bug and it gets in you, and that's it. You're fucked until you take some medicine to get it out. Well, thoughts are an interesting thing because, like I alluded to before, we have to entertain them in order for them to have any power. Now, consider this term entertain. Someone comes to your door, right? You're your mom. You haven't seen your mom in a very long time, or an old friend comes to the door. Your old friend comes to the door, and you invite him into your house. And now what do? You entertain. You offer energy in his direction. Hey, would you like something to drink? Sure. Hey, have a seat. This is my favorite chair. I'd like you to try it out. Hey, check it out when you lean it back. Do you see how comfortable that is? Oh, I'll call my wife. Colleen, some of that dip that you made last night, do you have any of that left? We'd like to entertain our friend with some nourishing food. Hey, what kind of movies do you like? I've got a whole DVD collection. Have you seen that movie yet? Let's sit down and watch it. By the way, let's have a beer while we watch it. That's entertaining someone who comes into your home, a friendly person who you'd like to have around for a while and allow them to grow roots for a moment. There are certain thoughts that make their way into the home of your consciousness. They knock on the door. Your first choice is to either let them in. I mean, before entertaining, you gotta let it in. Let the thoughts in or close the door. Slam the door shut, okay? The way that looks is, I get negative thoughts. Elliott Hulse gets negative thoughts. Negative shit comes into my mind. Sometimes the weirdest fucking things. It's like, I really don't know why this keeps popping up. Here's one. I keep having this one. That I'm gonna get into a car accident. I don't know why, it's a new one. But I keep thinking that I'm not gonna be paying attention when I'm driving and my car is gonna demolished. For whatever reason, that keeps knocking on my door. Maybe I should pay attention to it. I wear my seatbelt, right? Maybe that's what it is, it's a warning. Put on your fucking seatbelt and don't check your phone while you're driving. But I don't let it in such that I start obsessing over car accidents and I become a nervous fucking wreck while I'm driving. I don't start watching videos about car wrecks. And when the news, on the news when there is a car accident, I start, oh, that could have been me. I don't entertain the thought. I don't go home and start talking about car wrecks and potentials for dying in a car accident with my wife and my friends. Because I'm not entertaining the thought. He came to the door, I peeked, I said, oh shit, and I walked away. He goes away. Now sometimes, oftentimes, because I attract them, beautiful thoughts come in, like goals I'd like to achieve. You know what I'd like one day? Not because I need it, not because I'm greedy, not for anything, but the fact that I know I can do it. I want one of those Mercedes G-Classes. It's a 6-figure car. It looks like a Jeep. Now, I don't have to have this thing. I'm not gonna make myself neurotic, but it's a nice thought that when it comes to my window, I say, ha, come on in. And I look at pictures, and I go on the internet, I see how much it costs, and I drive by the Mercedes dealership and I see it in there. And one day I might go in there and I might sit in it. I say, look, sir, I can't afford one of these, but boy, I'd like to sit in it, because I'm entertaining the thought. And guess what? I'm smiling. My body feels good. I'm receptive to it. Watch my videos long enough. I'll tell you when I have it. And I won't have to break my ass for it, because it happens just by entertaining it, moving with it, adding energy to it. In the same way, you've chosen with the negative thoughts, the depressive thoughts. What you've got to understand, my friends, is that you are completely empowered. You have all the control. You are driving. You're in the driver's seat. You have your hands on the steering wheel of the thoughts you decide to harbor. It's your choice. Negative thoughts are gonna knock at your door, but you're letting them in and giving them chips and dip. They're going to come. They're gonna come to all of us. They come to me. Peek, recognize. If it's a warning, just be aware, and then move on. Go about your life. You know what the easiest way to move on is? Go do something for someone else. Go do something. Go wash the dishes for your mom. I do this. When I find myself too wrapped up in my own thoughts, I become too self-subjective. I'm feeling bad about something, because it happens to me. You know what I do? I start cleaning my house. Thinking, boy, Colleen's gonna be happy when she comes home and the dishes are washed and all the children are bathed, and I brushed my daughter's hair. I helped them with homework. I go and do shit for other people so I can stop thinking about shit that is self-centered and self-depressing. Okay? You understand? Two things. You're empowered. If depressive thoughts are coming to your mind, you say goodbye. An even more powerful way is replace him with someone else. He comes to the door. Here comes, hey, here's cancer. Hey there, you might get cancer. Instantly in your mind, switch people. Who just came to my door? Exercise. Breathing deep. Walking in the sunshine. Walking on the beach. How nice is it to walk on the beach? Boy, I live in Florida. So instantly, cancer comes into my door. I envision myself walking on the beach, looking lean and sexy, and the water's splashing, and I've got my beautiful wife next to me. I'm just changing thoughts, right? It's your choice. That's number one. Number two, if you just can't stop, if he keeps knocking at the fucking door and he's being annoying, hey, here I am. Bad shit's gonna happen, could happen. You're an asshole, you're ugly, you're no good. Whatever he comes with all types of nasty baggage, usually specific to you and your situation. You know, your dad never really liked you. He always resented the fact that you were born. You know, your mom was a bitch who never really respected your dad. Oh, they all could, it depends on you. Close the window and go and do something for someone else. Someone else, not you, not because it's gonna help you, not because it moves you forward in the achievement of any superficial goal, but because you gotta get your mind off this shit. And you know what makes you feel happier than anything? All of us, human beings. What makes us happier than anything? Putting a smile on someone else's face. Go knock on your neighbor's door and you be a blessing to her. Hey, Miss Wilson, I notice you haven't raked your leaves. I notice you got a lot of snow. I notice your plants need watering. Let me do it for you, Miss Wilson. Miss Wilson's gonna smile, and you'll feel good because the world is your mirror. Done.